Shit. Flip the camera. There we go. Good. Camera's flipped. Share. I am not HVAC daddy. I'm HVAC underscore teacher. Hello, William. What's happening? Can you hear me okay? That's the biggest thing. Good. If the Yes, Tin Man, hello, Josh, hello. If the camera gets a little bumpy, that's the little belly hitting the thing. I got it set up at the back of the shop, so I'm not that far in. I got good service here, and plus I can lean forward and pull this up so you can see everything a lot better. So, fair I start a little early, get everyone in here, give it time to build up. Share, please, guys, let's get everyone in here. We have 545 members. Let's get all of them in here. Hey, Troy, just so you see, I got them both in. Thank you for the share likes, guys. Thank you for the shares. I've been doing a little bit of sharing myself to people. So I'm going to hit that myself while y'all are doing the same thing. Hello. Trouble. I got your trouble. Where's my cohort at? Where's he hiding at? Is he dealing with PJ right now? Yeah, we got all the lives of the 200 and some odd members sitting next to him on the phone. Oh, that's right. He's still on call, I think, right? 200 some odd members, and now we're whittling down to the little bitty ones. Yeah, it's been raining all day here, all pretty much. Not fun, but it is what it is. That's right. David's on call. Well, the knowledge I'm gonna give you guys is knowledge I learned years ago. It's still relevant to this day to a degree. So, yeah, it'll work out. Yes, you just send it to Grayson. Send to. Search. Grayson. Send. Where is he? Yep, that's me. He needs to get it. Lezak. Jamie needs to get it. Let's see, who else? Daryl. Guys, take it, hit the share button, and go through your contact list and share it with everybody in there that does HVAC. Good old Frank Bond. Missouri. I got a cousin who lives up in Missouri. I've been there. I'm one of the few family members that have been to Missouri, up in the Arch, that has not lived in Missouri. What's up, Val? How you doing? How's the kid, Val? How's he doing? That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. Well, I saw you pop up. I had to ask, since your better half is slacking. Yes, for everyone who's just joining in, they're looking at and seeing a screen of nothing and then going, and leaving. It's funny. She's coming. She's ready to take notes. I'm going to give it about 5 more minutes or so, then we'll go ahead and start, guys. So, trying to get these people in here. I got the battery on charge. We just finished up class tonight, little pizza party. So glad class is done for the semester. We get to start it all over again come August. Let's see, encourage viewers to share your live and invite more friends. I have. Oh, thank you, Trevor. Basically, what it is William. What it is? Is we have 3 semesters: first year, second year, and third year. So basically, we go spring, fall, spring. So a year and a half technically, and you've gone through first year, second year, and third year. First year, you can take your CFC testing through ESCO. $50 gets you 4 tries online. Then basically you just learn how to do the stuff. I mean, we teach you a little bit everything you possibly can on the program. We have electrical, second year's electrical. So the guys will take all the stuff and build an electronic circuit board out of nothing. Hey, Trevor, it's coming this way. So, yeah, we have electrical circuit boards. The guys learn how to build from scratch. Third year, we do a week in the shop, week in the shop, and we go through oil, gas, and everything. Yeah, I went through. I started in the field in September of '99, and went through first year in 2000. Then I didn't go to second year until 2001. So I had basically 2 years under my belt at that point there. And then second year, third year, when I finished up third year, the third year teacher asked me to come back and teach. I've been teaching pretty much ever since. I teach every Tuesday and Thursday from 6 to 9. So it's it's an enjoyable thing to do. I enjoy it. It's nice giving back to the trade to help out to get people there. You know, because I mean, most companies aren't going to pay you to learn out in the field. So, and 99 was not. Gee, thanks, Troy. And 99. Damn. I think Johnny's older than me. I think all of y'all are younger than me. Jeez. I feel like this. Last one semester, I had a guy who was a kid that was in my class. His dad went to school with me through the program. So he knew who I was before he even got into the class. A lot of the HVAC companies around here know who I am because of my nickname and know since I've been teaching for so long. So yeah, I have 4 or 5 companies that dedicate that send all their employees to us at night for training. So, all right, Troy, I think we should start this thing at 7:35. So we'll give him a few more minutes. Sorry, I ain't got a lot of music going on, but it is Tuesday night. Don't want to keep everyone on here too late either. Yeah, everyone area is different. We have to go through D4 to get your journeyman's and masters. So you have to have journeyman's 240 hours and 4 years in the trade. So, Jared, the boss, the bear, is here. And Skill Cat's here. Sweet. Jared finally managed to catch one of my lives. All right, guys. Thank you for the roses. So, basically, we're going to talk a little bit about duct work, duct design. There's techs out there that don't know anything about duct work and don't know what they're looking at. So, rules of thumb are basically 600 square feet per ton. So if you have a 1,200 square foot home, 2-ton system. Is a basic rule of thumb we have down here in Virginia. Everywhere else is different. The tighter the home, the less the square footage, but then you have the energy code, which you got in turn bring into everything. So we know 600 square feet per ton, and we also know with our systems there are 400 CFMs per ton. So you got 400 CFMs per ton. So if we have a 1-ton system, 400 CFMs, 2-ton system, 800 CFMs. So just for the fun of it, we're going to go off of a 2-ton system just to keep the numbers easy and understanding. Now, ductulators, depends on which type you have and what area it is. Every residential system out there is designed for a 0.5 static. So, yeah. You've done 450. It all depends on the area. I mean, you really can't go by my area to your area. That's why I said in Virginia, where I live at, we go by 400, 600 square feet per ton. But when you have a more tightly built house, you generally you drop that tonnages down. Thank you for the roses, guys. All right, so here's your ductulator. All right, this is the one I use. If you notice right here, it says friction per 100 feet of duct. Well, we know we're not going to have 100 feet of duct work in a house, so we don't have to really follow that rule there. Yes, age of the house, climate, everything falls in play. So here in Richmond, we use the 0.1 for your supply, the 0.05 for your return duct. So if we have a 2-ton system, you slide the 800, which is your CFMs, gotta get on the money there, to the 0.1. You have your round duct, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So they don't make 13-inch duct, and they don't make 12.5-inch duct. You have a choice. You can go down to 12 or up to 14. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind is you want to keep your velocity up and your static pressure up to keep the air moving. So if I go to 14, which is not really that bad, to just do a little bit, 14 is essentially good for 1,000 CFMs. So if you use a 14 at the beginning, that'll allow more of the air to get out of that supply box and into the trunk line itself. After you take a lead off, you reduce it from 14 to 12, just a 5-foot section of 14, one supply lead, then drop it to 12-inch. That'll in turn increase that static up dramatically real quick. So if we put it back here to the 800, if you're using square duct, there you go. Rectangular duct. Now, by me, I'm not sure if you have an Ari Michaels. They always sell duct by the 8 in the square. So 22 by 8 down to 8 by 8, they sell duct. So as you can see right here, there's the 16 mark, 17, 18. So 18 by 8 is what I would be using for the square duct. You do like ductulators, but I don't at the same time because they don't calculate. Yes, there is a human error, and that's, like I said, this is a rule of thumb to go by. I can design a system with this, but it's always better to have a manual D and a manual J to make sure you have the proper energy load and duct design built for that house. This will get you as a technician in the field to basically get you by to check things out. So if you're on a job site and you have a 3-ton system and you have 12-inch duct coming off of there, well, you can go, well, I got 12-inch duct in a 3-ton system. That's not going to handle it. This will show it to you. This is your proof in the pudding right here. This shows you that information. It gives you the ability to go to your customer and say, hey, this is not right. This is the way it's supposed to be set up. And I've condemned a lot of ductwork systems because of having this. And each diameter pipe can take a certain amount of airflow out as well. But like I said, this is just me teaching y'all what I know on ductwork, on how it will help you out in the field, knowing what you know. If you see a problem with airflow issues, you can look at the ductwork and say, hey, this might need to get fixed. So we're going to start with the 14, take a couple leads off, drop the 12. See how 12 drops us down to right about 700. Yeah, manual J and manual D are what does residential. For those there, those are good things to have. Yes, and returns, yeah. So, but if I've done a system like this off of this right here, and I've never had a problem with it before. So, but then again, 20 some odd years of doing this. So we got 12-inch duct round. We're done the 700. Take a couple leads. We'll drop the 10-inch. Look, we're down to almost just about 450 CFMs. And then if you want to put some 8-inch pipe to catch like maybe the last lead, and that will, all that does is increase your velocity of your airflow to allow it to stay the same pressure as it comes out from the first lead to the last lead. All right. Basically, you can get on your 14, I wouldn't go more than over half of the value of the system. So 5 leads, 12, I go 4, 10, I go 3, and 8 is 2. So you see what I'm doing there? Because if you have a 6-inch duct, you're at 100. 8-inch push you at 2, so you can take 2 6s off of 8. 10, I'm over at 400, but I can take 3 leads off of there. And if I got 500 coming in, take 3, that leaves me 200 to still continue going. So now if I go to return duct, past it there. There's your return. So we got 800 CFMs on our 0.05 for return. There you go. Big house engineered, owned it, took a. Yeah, you can't change that stuff when it's designed like that. People are just not right in the head, I guess. So with that being said, there we got zero point 0.8. We're right at 15 inches, so do a 16-inch return. If you're going to have a short return, like 10 feet or less, I would go 14. If you're going to have a long run on that return, over 10 foot, I would go 16. Because if I go 14 on the return, it puts me right at 700 there. See? Now, can you split that up and say, let's do one return at 600? Well, let's do a 12-inch return, which gets me, what, 450 CFMs? And I still need to get another 400. So I can't go 12 because you see it drops me too small, but I can add another 12-inch return somewhere else on the other side of the house. Yeah, it all depends, Troy. It all depends. I mean, me personally, I like to do a decent size in the hallway and then one in the master only. Um, a lot of the houses here with the energy code in Virginia, they'll do a return in the hallway and then have transfer grills from all the bedrooms into the hallway. Um, and man, we are cracking on some engineers, and we have one in the room. I hope she ain't getting upset about it. I'm not going to call anybody out on that whole deal. I know she's laughing right now. Yeah, engineers, are great at times for some things, but other things they suck when it comes to our trade. But my boss has a program that does this. He puts it in and everything else. But yeah, so you got 7-inch supply lead. So if we go to 7-inch supply, you know, you got about 150 CFMs. Yeah, I know. I figured she would be. So, but yeah, so you have that there. And as long as you have a duculator, like I said, you can get by with anything in the field trying to figure everything out. Now, the nice thing about is your grill selector. And yes, that is from me buying it a long time ago, which I'm just going to slide this out here just so you can see. Okay. And see that spot right there? It says 20 by 20 at 1100 CFMs. Okay. I'm going to highlight that right here. All right. 20 by 20, 1100 CFMs. So that is your standard flat grill right there. So I can do a 1100 CFMs. 1,000 CFMs, that is good for a 2.5 ton system. And that's not going to work too well. That mini split probably ran forever. Jeez. So 1,000 CFMs, 2.5 ton. Flat grill, good for 1,100 CFMs. Now, if I were to put a filter grill on here, okay, and this is your supply register, sizes here, gives your velocity, your CFMs ability as well on the backside, which we won't worry about. But if I were to put a filter grill on here, that 20 by 20 filter grill drops down to 800 CFMs. Yeah, sometimes it takes an engineer, and sometimes it doesn't. But yes, I've had, we've all called everyone out. I've been called out on stupid things before, on things before that I've done, and people are like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, it doesn't really work that way sometimes. But a 20 by 20 filter grill will drop it to 800 CFM, so now it's only good for a 2 ton system. So keep that in mind when you're doing your return grills. Oh, geez, aerospace at Honeywell, yeah, yeah, he's a dumb, a donkey. Come here, donkey. So yeah, so keep that in mind with that there. Now, in the bottom of these things here, you have round duct weight. We don't have to worry about that. Rectangular duct surface area with a duct. So one thing I do want to make you guys understand. So let's take this 20 by 8 right here. Okay. 20 by 8 rectangular duct is good for 900 CFMs. 950 CFMs. If you guys line the duct on the inside with 1/2 inch duct liner, that changes it from a 20 by 8 to a 19 by 7. You now have changed your airflow, correct? So if I line up 19 by 7, we're still essentially right there. And if I put half inch of 1 inch liner in there, so that's what, 20, 18 by 6. So let's see here, 19 by 7. There's my 19, there's my 7. That drops me down to 750. 18 by 6 drops me down to 550. So when you guys are putting in square duct and you're lining it, you're reducing the area for the ductwork to go through. So when you do that, now you're going to have problems. So you need to think about it. You're going to line a duct. You want to have it 20 by 8 on the inside with your duct liner. You need to enlarge your ductwork to be a larger diameter with your insulation. So if I want 20 by 8 on the inside, I'm going to put 1 inch liner in there. I need to make it 22 by 10 or 21 by 9 if I'm using 1/2 inch liner. You can't go, I'm going to put 20 by 8 duct in, then put 1 inch liner in there and expect you to have the proper airflow. it's not going to work, as you can see. You're losing to 18 by 6 with 1-inch liner, and you're getting 550 CFMs, where 20 by 8 gives you almost 1,000 CFMs. You're losing half your airflow. Yes, duct wrap, bubble wrap, insulation, however you want to deal with it. Up to you. So, in here, I have a 5-ton train. 5-ton train is good for 2,000 CFMs, right? 18-inch duct is my start. Everyone see that? 2,000 CFMs and 18, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's my 18. So we're going to move for a second, but I want you to see this. 2,000 CFMs, 18-inch duct. So bear with me. We're going to go a little tour. So it's going to get a little wobbly. Hopefully I don't make you too drunk and drop you. Ugh. So I'm going to stay right here by the door because of signal too. There's our 5-ton train. 18, 2 supply leads come off, 2 8s, reduced, 2 more, reduced, 2 more, reduced, and so on. Now that is an over-engineered duct system there, guys. By code, you only need to support your duct work every 10 feet. As you can see, I've done every 5, basically right in the middle of every single pipe. Even wrapped around that to pull it up and hold it. Every crevice, joint of that pipe is taped and masticed. Every boot is masticed. Every connection is masticed, all the way down to the unit. Return is a little free draw return down there, but it is what it is. We're in a lab, we're training. I can turn that system on with the ductwork going like that. I can cool this entire shop or heat it off that 5-ton train. It does perfectly fine. I have no problems whatsoever. Thank you, Troy. My guys, actually, I just showed them how to do it. They did it themselves. They put it in the very last hanger back there, which is right about there. That one there. One of the guys put a screw through his finger. It was not pretty. That stuff from sweating. So, but other than that, that's basically it I wanted to show y'all. Oh, jeez. So give me a second here. Oh, Jared, that's fine. I'm glad you could make it. So I'm trying to flip this around. There it is. Flip the camera. There's my bald head. So again, when you're doing duct work, make sure you check how your area is too. If you're not sure, call and ask the senior technician. Call and ask your boss. But it's not hard to learn it, to understand it. If you can get into a duct design class by any of your supply houses, I highly recommend you taking it. Thank you for the roses, guys. Thank you, Jared. Duct design is a way to go. If you don't understand it, it will mess you up with especially trying to figure out the airflow of the system. I've had that issue before where I couldn't get the proper airflow and it turned out to be a duct design issue. I had a 3-ton system on a 3.5-ton system on a 2-ton duct work. Definitely screwed things up. Thing was screaming. So, yeah, just call Jimmy. Not everyone has my number. So, guys, I got to run. I enjoyed it. Have fun. Stay safe out there. This will be downloaded, trimmed up from the beginning, and put on the YouTube page as well. For if you learned something out of this, great. That's all I need to know. If you have questions, feel free to message me. I'm here. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Stay safe and have fun.